Hi everyone, today is September 10th, Saturday. Happy Mid-Autumn Festival or Moon Festival from here, Sydney, Australia. Why I call it Moon Festival? Because where I live here in Sydney, Australia, it's actually in the southern hemisphere. So technically now it's not, definitely not autumn. More like between, winter and spring. So that's why Moon Festival is more like a compromise or a neutralized term for the name of this festival. But regardless, whatever you call it, Mid-Autumn Festival or Moon Festival, it's basically a traditional festival which is celebrated in Asian culture. So you can actually trace back the history of this festival back over 3,000 years, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video. So technically, this festival is basically held on the 15th day, on the 8th month of the Chinese lunar calendar, or whatever you call it, Chinese Lunar New Year. And for some reason, this year's, 2022's Moon Festival or slash Mid-Autumn Festival falls on today, September 6th, Tuesday. Yes, today is September 6th, Tuesday. And as part of the, Asian or, Chinese culture, this night would be full moon. There will be a full moon at its brightest and fullest size, which coincides with the harvest time in the middle of autumn. So that is a bit of the background of the Moon Festival in the simplest term. But we, why we celebrate Mid-Autumn Festival or Moon Festival? Basically, for prosperity, for wealth, for fortune, for our health, whatsoever. But basically, something good, something positive. So there are actually quite a lot of ways to celebrate Mid-Autumn or, Moon Festival as I'm physically here in Sydney, Australia. So one of the way to celebrate is to enjoy some mooncake, which, with a round of circle, it's, as a sense of a union. Not this one. Mooncake looks like this. Symbolizes the moon, union, symbol. So this year, 2022's Moon Festival, I actually got myself some mooncake from an Indonesian restaurant. Yes, Indonesian restaurant called Medan, Ciak in the city. Because as mentioned earlier, this festival is a traditional festival which is celebrated in Chinese or in general Asian culture, and Indonesia, as a common sense, it is geographically located in Southeast Asia. So Indonesia does celebrate a Mid-Autumn or Moon Festival as well. And let's see few days ago about how I actually got the mooncake. Let's go. Few days ago. Well, flashback. Today it's September 4th, Sunday. I picked up my mooncake at, not sure if you can see, it's Medan Ciak, somewhere in CBD. I will put the address or details in the description down below. But basically, I just now picked up my mooncake, obviously for the Moon Festival, and the package looks like this. It comes with like an orange bag, and inside it's the mooncake that I ordered. So yes, what I meant by pick up is you have to pre-order by texting their designated number, and you could collect your mooncake at different date. Basically, the previous two weekend, as in August 20th and 21st, Saturday, Sunday. Last week, August 27th, 28th, Saturday, Sunday. Yesterday and today, Saturday, Sunday, September 3rd and September 4th. And also this coming Friday and Saturday, September 9th and September 10th, where this year's Moon Festival actually fall on. And coincidentally, today, September 4th, Sunday, is also Father's Day here in Australia, because Father's Day in Australia, it's annually on the first Sunday of September. For this year, it's actually today, September 4th, well, basically Sunday, and again, I already collect my mooncake, pick up my mooncake at Medan Ciak with the orange packaging, as in, you know, how it looks like. So Medan Ciak, for your information, it's a Indonesian restaurant. Yes, I picked up the mooncake at this Indonesian restaurant as a bit of, you know, Moon Festival is basically celebrated in many countries, you know, Asian countries, which of course include Indonesia. So that's why I picked up my Indonesian bit mooncake here at Medan Ciak. Later on, I will unwrap different kinds of mooncake with you. As in what I order. So be sure to continue watching. Now that I'm at home, I'm back home, let's unwrap this Indonesian mooncake by Medan Ciak MC Indonesian Cuisine. Obviously, it's made in Australia because I'm in Sydney. That is the, well, if you can see the Opera House Harbour Bridge. For the deco, that's the Chinese word for mooncake. For every customer, they label their name. Well, but they label my name wrong. My name should be spelled ISAAC, so double A, but they spelled like only a single A. But never mind, as long as I got my all 4 mooncake correctly. What do you mean by 4? So the top left is the black bean Musang King durian. The top right is the white lotus Musang King durian. The bottom left is the black bean one yolk. The bottom right is the white lotus one yolk. So basically, it's black bean and white lotus times Musang King durian and one yolk. So 2 times 2, it's a 4 combination. So like 4 combination across like black bean, white lotus, and also the Musang King durian and one yolk. For your information, for the Musang King durian ones, they are $20. Because I'm in Australia, 20 Australian dollars each. For the one yolk series, they are $15 each. So 20 plus 20 plus 15 plus 15, it's $70. $70 for these 4 mooncakes. You might, depends on your combination, but if you order 4 one yolk series, up to you, that would be $58 for 4 pieces of one yolk, like 4 pieces of black bean one yolk, or 4 pieces of white lotus one yolk. Or if you want like 4 Musang King durian series, that would be $78 for 4 pieces of black bean Musang King durian, or $78 as in for white lotus Musang King durian. But for myself, my choice for this year's Moon Festival, I got black bean Musang King durian, white lotus Musang King durian, black bean one yolk, and white lotus one yolk. That is, in terms of 1 piece each, it's 20 plus 20 plus 15 plus 15 equals $70. And for my observation, there are no fork or knife provided for your, in the pack. So I guess you will do it by yourself. So that's never mind. And let's try those 4 mooncakes. So again, it's black bean Musang King durian, white lotus Musang King durian, black bean one yolk, and white lotus one yolk at Medan Ciak, the aka Indonesian cuisine here in Sydney. So this is the outlook should be of the 4 mooncakes, regardless of the black bean Musang King durian, white lotus Musang King durian, black bean 1 yolk or white lotus 1 yolk. So Medan Ciak is the name of the Indonesian restaurant, and as you can see, it's quite large, I guess. I mean, at large, as in quite huge. And when I hold the mooncake, I can feel like there's quite a lot of stuff. I mean, ingredient inside. Of course, like I'm not gonna finish like even like a single mooncake like on a one single day. I mean, for this mooncake example, like specifically the black bean Musang durian, I would of course like chop them into different slices, probably like a quarter or so, to eat bits of the mooncake day by day, not obviously finishing like the whole single one, otherwise your calories will be too much, I guess. Alrighty, so the first flavor I'm gonna show you for the Medan Ciak mooncake, it's the black bean Musang durian. So the black bits, as you can see, it's the black bean, and the yellow slash golden bit, not sure if you can see clear enough, okay, but it's basically durian. It's quite a lot of stuff in terms of in general, not the mooncake itself, the black bean and also the durian. I'm sorry if you don't like durian. This is unfortunately not for you, but I do like eating durian, and I could already like literally smell the taste of the durian. It's actually quite strong for this durian Musang in this black bean, again, durian Musang mooncake. So the second mooncake flavor, it's also durian Musang, but it's actually white lotus. As you can see, it's quite stuffed, as I mentioned earlier, and basically the white lotus and the durian kind of already mix well together. As you can see, the outer part of the mooncake, it's the white lotus, and the inner part a bit golden yellow one, that is the should be the durian Musang, and again the outer part, the brownish a bit, not sure if you can see, that is the white lotus. So that is the second mooncake flavor that I got from Medan Ciak. It's the white lotus durian Musang. So the third mooncake flavor that I chose is the black bean 1 yolk. So as you can see, the black bit, the black bean, and it's 1 yolk. So when I just now I cut the mooncake into 2 halves, the 1 yolk, it's, as you can see, evenly separated into 2 halves. So this, it's half yolk. This is the another half yolk. These 2 halves combined, like this, it's 1 yolk, black bean 1 yolk. But as you can see, the 2 half yolks are evenly presented, as I just now cut them into half. That means this mooncake, to some extent, is in good quality, because the egg yolk, it's evenly separated, not over on one particular side. So that is the third mooncake flavor, black bean 1 yolk. And the last mooncake flavor here, it's the white lotus 1 yolk. Bear in mind my cutting, you can see here it's not that even when I just now cut the mooncake, the white lotus 1 yolk mooncake into half. But anyways, what I'm gonna show you about this white lotus 1 yolk mooncake, it's so the golden bit it's the dark bit. It's the white lotus. As you can see, it's quite stuffed inside the mooncake. And these are the one yolk. So the one yolk, as you can see, it's evenly separated into two halves, just like the previous black bean one yolk. The yolk does not fall on one particular side. It's evenly distributed on both sides. That means you can see the mooncake, it's kind of some sort of good quality to some extent. As you can see, the one yolk is pretty even into both sides, so that's basically one half yolk. That's the another half yolk. Two half yolk equals one full yolk. So it's evenly distributed for this white lotus one yolk mooncake. Okay, let's come back. I have almost finished. Not yet. Technically not yet. Actually not yet finished. Those four kinds of mooncake. Again, it's black bean, durian Musang king, white lotus durian Musang king, black bean one yolk, and white lotus one yolk. As you can see, the size looks. It actually pretty decent, and the ingredient you can literally taste. Not literally. I can literally tell you it's real ingredients. As you can not only see it's made in Australia, but it actually like taste real ingredients, real stuff. I'm not bullshitting. So if you ask me what are the best flavors, it's really hard to say, because I eat durian, because so if you don't like durian, so these two of the flavors, black bean Musang king, durian Musang king, and also the white lotus durian Musang king might not be the flavor for you. But otherwise, I would recommend black bean one yolk and white lotus one yolk, because the black bean and the white lotus is already kind of sweet, and you get the one yolk, the saltiness from the yolk to have a balance with the sweetness of, regardless black bean or white lotus. So apart from these two flavors, apart from black bean durian Musang king, or white lotus durian Musang king, or black bean one yolk, or white lotus one yolk, there is actually like plain black bean or plain white lotus flavor, but I honestly would not recommend it, because I kind of mentioned earlier, like the black bean and white lotus is already quite stuffed, as you can see in the mooncake, and quite sweet. And I feel like it's better you get some sort of ingredient, such as like I like durian, so I get durian, and also the one yolk, which is kind of salty to balance. So that's why 2 times 2 I got four kinds of mooncake from Medan, Ciak. So again, it's black bean durian Musang king, white lotus durian Musang king, black bean one yolk, and white lotus one yolk. So note that I think I mentioned earlier, you have to pre-order in advance. So I think by the time this video is uploaded, I think you'll probably have to wait until next year, because apart from the previous 3 weekend, as in August 20th, 21st, Saturday, Sunday, August 27th, 28th, Saturday, Sunday, September 3rd, September 4th, Saturday and Sunday. Once you pre-order, confirm your mooncake order, you actually go to the store to pick up, and also 2 more days for your final order / pickup, which is yesterday, September 9th, Friday, and also today, September 10th, Saturday, which is officially the Mid-Autumn or whatever Moon Festival falls on. But in general, these 4 flavors for Medan Ciak, they taste pretty good, and the price I should have mentioned earlier on Facebook and Instagram, or you can refer to in the YouTube description down below in this video. It's kind of a bit pricey, Not sure because I haven't tried much mooncake here in Australia, but I guess for once in a life, not once in a lifetime, but once in a year to celebrate this traditional Chinese slash Asian Mid-Autumn Moon Festival. I think it's worth it, and the ingredients are pretty good. Black bean, white lotus, Durian Musang King, and one yolk. They really use real ingredients, not bullshitting you. And the decoration, I haven't thrown it yet. Medan Ciak. It looks pretty nice. And once I finish the rest of the mooncake, I don't think I will actually throw the package. I would do for something else. But this is basically how I celebrate this year's 2022's Mid-Autumn slash Moon Festival on today, September 10th, Saturday, by ordering mooncakes, 4 mooncakes from Medan Ciak in City. Again, black bean Durian Musang King, white lotus Durian Musang King, black bean 1 yolk, and white lotus 1 yolk. These 4 mooncakes. Not sure how the rest of you, or at least who you guys are watching this video, how you guys celebrate this year's Moon Festival or Mid-Autumn Festival. But anyhow, if you like this video, hopefully you guys do, and it would be appreciated if you guys give a like and subscribe to this channel, and as always, as usual, follow my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter so you guys won't miss out. And last but not least, Happy Moon Festival from Sydney. Selamat Festival Bulan dari Sydney. See ya.